sponge screw.
ये fix ना?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so simple. Push and remove. Yeah. Thank you. Needs some time to charge.
किधर बेटा? 12:34.
No, 12:35. 12:55. Thinking of more. I just keep it crazy, keep it. I feel you're not a teacher. See?
No. Wait, I'll give you this. You can mix. Your bowl? आइस में गया? I'm so sorry. Oh.
I think I need to do like that.
Yeah, I should do this. You want to eat this?
Yeah, I like those.
You like those?
Yeah.
Wait, let me give. Open your mouth.
That's fine, beta. Sometimes, right, in life you have to be self-dependent. Okay?
There's a letter in here. Oh. It's just this. Can we take some paper?
Yeah, you can take it.
I'll just keep this here. Wait, I'm not taking this. I'll check in here. Because there's nothing in there that would be nice for them. Right. Everything you took is for home.
Okay.
Okay?
Cute.
That's how I learned it.
Come on, let's go. Mother, did you take everything?
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Danielle and welcome to Beluga Stadium. Swim right up under the ice and go unseen by predators and prey. Second, presentation of Ocean Discovery at Beluga Stadium and enjoy the rest of your afternoon right
here. Their scientific name is Ursinus orca. Their common name is the killer whale. And these whales have their own personal names, including Cayuga and Tuar. And joining us right here up front are Sakari and Takara. Now Takara here is the oldest member of this pod at 34 years old. Killer whales live in a matriarchal society. Would you look at that? Sakari is paying very close attention to you. Killer whales have amazing eyesight, both above and below the surface of the water. They're also very curious animals, which is why we often see them spy hopping or jumping up completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. Now, if you turn your... That was beautiful! Did you know that scientists believe when a killer whale leaps out of the water, that may be a way of communicating to make their presence known? You see, sound waves travel faster in the water than they do through the air. So when a killer whale leaps up and out of the water and comes crashing back down, this sound can be heard for miles around. This is Takara. Oscar, I'm so sorry. I always forget to Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that by joining us today, these animals have inspired you and deepened your appreciation for killer whales, just as they have for all of us. We will continue to learn from these amazing animals and hope that you do too. Thanks for joining us and have a great rest of your day here at SeaWorld San Antonio. Goodbye, everyone.
I remember every word you said, every coffee in your tiny bed. If I could have another chance to be